Hi everybody, I want to talk to you guys today about love spells. What are love spells? Do they work? Are they ethical? And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Join me on this journey talking about love spells. So, what are love spells? A love spell is something that you put on another person to force them to be obsessed with you or in love with you. Love spells can take many forms. You can put a love spell to make somebody attracted to you, obsessed with you, to make somebody lose interest or break up with somebody else. There are tons of different variations and types of love spells, and many people sell and offer these services, and there are options for you guys to do these on your own. So that is what a love spell is. There are many different forms, there are many different types. That's what it is. Do they work? No, they don't. They don't work. I am an established psychic. I've been in the business for over 26 years and I have counseled thousands of people all over the world. And many of those people have bought love spells, used love spells, done love spells, and I can categorically say they do not work. You cannot force somebody to fall in love with you. It is against the laws of nature, the laws of the universe. Love is an expression of emotion. It is something that is deep within that person, and they're either going to feel it for you or they're not. Now, people can grow to love somebody over time, but you can't force it. You can't force anybody to love you, to not love somebody else. You don't have that power and control, and no psychic or somebody pretending to be psychic can do that either. I want to also throw in here a little bit about manifestation. I'm a firm believer in manifesting. I believe you can manifest your life, you can manifest your existence. I am a firm believer in manifestation, but you cannot manifest somebody to love you because it goes against their free will. You can manifest your true love to come towards you. So the person who is truly in love with you, the person who is destined for you, the person who, is meant for you will come towards you. That person will find you because you're manifesting to find your true love. But you cannot say, hey, I want my ex Frankie to come toward me. I'm manifesting Frankie. Now, this is controversial, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but you can't do that. You cannot force somebody to love you, think about you, dream about you. You cannot do that. You cannot, not in a real meaningful way. Are there flirty little things that girls can do to make guys think about them? Sure. Is it going to make them fall in love? No. Think about them? Yes. Want to sleep with them? Sure. But fall in love? No. Love is a sacred thing, and you really cannot, it's not something that is a possible thing to have somebody, force somebody to fall in love with you. Think about the scene from Aladdin where the genie said, when Aladdin was asking for his 3 wishes, the genie said, I can't make anybody fall in love with you. And it is very, very true. You cannot force anybody's heart to open up for you. It's not a possibility. So you're wasting your money, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy. If somebody is meant to be with you, they will be with you. If somebody is meant to love you, they will love you. You are wasting your time and you're wasting your energy chasing a situation instead of being open to the person who's right for you. The last thing I want to talk about is something that I feel is very controversial and a lot of people don't actually sit and talk about, and I'm going to talk about it. Are love spells ethical? So I don't believe in love spells. They don't work. This is all just nonsense. We may as well be talking about, as stealing a pot of gold from a leprechaun ethical. But just if we're going to talk about principle, if we're going to talk about this, in a suppose that love spells are real, suppose they're real. Is it ethical to put a love spell on somebody? Say I really have a crush on this guy that I work with named Frankie, and I'm just so crazy about oh my God, Frankie! And I just want to be with Frankie, but Frankie's not paying attention to me. Frankie's not interested in me. Frankie's lost interest in me, or not lost, but Frankie never had interest in me. He doesn't even know I'm alive. Is it ethical for me to put a love spell on Frankie to force him to be in love with me when he's not interested in me? Is that ethical? It's not. It's not ethical. I'm going to ask you a question. How would you feel if your mailman or the cashier at the store you frequent or your boss or your ex that you couldn't stand put a love spell on you to force you to love them? How would you feel? Would you like that or would you not like that? All right, let's say this is your boyfriend. You and your boyfriend got together and you loved each other, and he said he loved you and you said you loved him, and you guys made plans and everything was so great. And then your boyfriend broke up with you. Whatever the reason is, your boyfriend broke up with you. Whatever the reason is, can you force him to come back? Is that ethical? Is it ethical to say, Frankie and I have been together for 3 years. He broke up with me for whatever reason. I want to do a love spell to force Frankie to come back to me. Is that ethical? No, it's not ethical. Because if Frankie wanted to break up with me for whatever reason, he has the right to do that. Because I'm sure all of you have had exes that you wanted to walk away from for whatever reason. And you would be upset if that ex tried to get you back in that kind of a way. What about love spells to break people up? I don't like my brother. He's with this girl and I don't like him with her, and I just think she's terrible and I want to break them up. I cannot even think about all the times I've had a sister call me because her brother was with some girl that she didn't like, whatever the case may be. And, she wanted to do something to break them up because she was convinced her brother was not really in love with this girl. Is it ethical for her to do a love spell to break her brother's relationship up? I don't think so. Her brother has free will. If he wants to be with that girl, he should be able to be with that girl. Let's say my ex Frankie, we broke up and now he's with this other girl. He can't really love her. There's no way that he loves her as much as he loved me. Is it ethical for me to break Frankie's relationship up or to try to disrupt that relationship because I feel in my own ego that Frankie belongs with me? No, it's not ethical. Thank goodness love spells don't really work, because if they did, it would be a very scary world. It would be a very scary world if you could force somebody to be in love with you or not be in love with you. That's scary, and I'm glad they don't work, and I'm glad that they don't exist. If you are going through a breakup and you're sad because the person you love left you, I'm sorry that you're going through that. But you know what? Be open to meeting your true partner. If you're sad because you like somebody and they're not paying attention to you and they're not interested in you, let them go. They're not meant for you. Be open to the person who is meant for you. Please understand that your best chance at happiness is to be open to what's meant for you rather than trying to force somebody to be in love with you. So this is just a PSA to get you guys to think about it. If you've ever put a love spell on somebody, comment below and let me know, did it work? I really want you guys to comment what you think about this video, what you think about love spells, your experience with love spells. Do you have a brother who's in a relationship that you're not happy about? Comment below. Just for my own purposes of keeping track of all the sisters who are not happy with their brother's wives. I'm super curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. So comment below. I want to read all your comments. Hope you have a good day.